Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to another what I eat in a day video. Oh my goodness, 2 consistently. Wow, that means it is a good week. Today is a Sunday and I don't have any major foodie plans today, but since the last video I've been really craving that spaghetti bolognese, so that's what I'm having for dinner. So I already know what I'm having for dinner tonight, but I can't decide whether to have it with courgette because I really do fancy some courgette. So I might do that, or I might have a mixture of both. So we'll see. For lunch, I'm also still craving what I wanted in the last What I Eat in a Day, which I actually filmed on Friday. Today's Sunday, that's why the cravings are still here. I fancy that spinach omelette bacon situation. So I'm going to make that for lunch in a moment. Breakfast was pretty nothingy. I had coffee and banana, which is pretty standard, especially considering I woke up so late today. I think it's just because, again, we're working into the night most nights, painting, tiling, doing all sorts of different things, and so we're going to bed quite late and getting up quite late on the weekends because the kids sleep in now, so that's amazing. On Sunday normally I would have pancakes or porridge or something a bit more substantial, so yeah, I do plan to do some DIY in the afternoon, but I have got dressed for now in my regular clothes. I put a bit of makeup on. I washed my hair last night, probably a bit of a mistake considering that I'm painting today, but it needed a wash because I was painting yesterday as well, and I've just popped a few curls through it with the straighteners. These just make my wavy curls look a bit more intentional and a bit tidier, but yeah, nothing too special. Outfit wise, I have this thin knit on from H&M that I got, I think I got last year or the year before. I think it was the year before. My new look black jeans, the same belt as I was wearing in the last video because I'm pretty much obsessed with it. So it's a very comfy outfit. I tend to wear these jeans when I'm on my cycle just because they're like a size 10, which is a nice baggy size for me at the moment. I've never been able to let these go, even though they're way too big for me. I find them such a comfort to wear, and I like the bagginess. I like that style. Sometimes I just, again, pull them really tight with my belt and I really like them, and I just cannot seem to let these go for some reason. I like the way they fit, I like the way they feel, and yeah, I love them. I've had them for years. I've had them for obviously many years because the size is quite big for me. But anyway, I'm going to go give it a thumbs up. Let's go and have some lunch and get on with the rest of the day. Before I get on with making lunch, I'm going to roast some garlic for tonight. You guys have seen me roast garlic so many times. It infuses so much flavour. I'd highly recommend. But this time I've also added some fresh rosemary and also a sage leaf, just to give, again, a bit more flavour and really perfume that oil. Not only will the garlic go into this bolognese, but also later on I will pour the oil into the pasta when I cook it, so it's gonna be like a sage rosemary infused pasta. All right guys, bear with me because the dishwasher's on. So I'm gonna be making a spinach bacon and egg sourdough situation, so I thought I would point stuff where I can, whether it's a barcode or if I know. Again, disclaimer, I'm not pointing myself, but I do like to give you guys, when I can, the point value. So this is Tesco's bacon, just the regular back bacon. Per bacon rasher, so per 2 rashers it's 3 points. So I'm gonna, if I was tracking, I would track that. So 2 of those. Eggs are free, spinach is free obviously. The only other thing I need to concern with myself with is the slice of sourdough. So I'm just gonna have 1 slice of this because it is actually quite thick. The pieces are quite long as well, so it's 4 points per slice. And for those who are interested, this is the Jason sourdough. I prefer the M&S one personally. I had this the other day and it is nice, but I think I do prefer the M&S one, and I'll go for a slice about this big, which is more than enough for me. I don't track butter, but I am likely to have some Lurpak lighter on this as well, just a disclaimer. I also do not track olive oil, which I will be using, but I never did. Even when I was pointing quite seriously and strictly, I didn't track condiments, I didn't track oil, I didn't track mayo, because it would discourage me from using it, and I felt like that's what my weeklies were for, so I wasn't so strict on that. But anyway, apart from that, I've got some salt and pepper, which I'm going to use to season my eggs just before I eat them. And I'm just going to start off by frying my bacon. I'll then pop in my egg or my spinach. Not decided. Probably the spinach next, then the egg. And then put this into toast. painting gear is back on, but I'm going to tie my hair up in a minute, but I'm just about to have a coffee. It's my second coffee of the day. Not ideal, but I honestly feel like what I'm about to do, I need the caffeine. And so I've been drinking these recently. It's not sponsored, picked this up from Sainsbury's for my own money, but I really like them. It's the Jimmy's Iced Coffee Original. I like the caramel as well. It's really delicious. I've never checked point value wise what these are, because again, I'm not tracking, but just in case you guys did want to give it a try. Again, disclaimer, I didn't track tea and coffee, nor did I track the sweeteners I used or the milk. So do with that information what you would like, but this is something I probably would have tracked because it's outside of... No, I wouldn't. But anyway, it is 1 point. Bargain, because it's delicious and it's cold and it's lovely. So it's a nice coffee, and I'm going to go and enjoy it because I need it. And then I'm likely to come down a bit later on and perhaps have some kind of snack. I have been munching on some grapes. Well, I'm not gonna lie, every time I walk past a fruit bowl I've been eating grapes, so I have been like eating throughout the day. I would say it's like a handful of grapes. Again, they're free, so you don't really have to concentrate on them too much. What was that, Layla? But yeah, I'm gonna go because I have a ton to do, so I'll check back with you when we're making dinner. Okay, it's a few hours later now. It's nearly 6 o'clock, so I need to get on with making dinner. I haven't had a snack, so I'm likely to have something sweet after tea. Anyway, I'm gonna be whipping up a spaghetti bolognese, but it's gonna be a very basic one. So I have some mince here, some pancetta, a couple of flat mushrooms that I'm going to slice up, some fresh parsley, an onion. I'm gonna julienne some courgette and have it with fresh pasta, so we'll talk about that later. Some tomato, that beautiful roasted garlic that I prepared earlier, and that is pretty much it. Apart from stock, salt and pepper and olive oil, that is everything that's going on. One thing that I'm yet to have shown you guys is my new enamel cooking pot. I got this from Emma Bridgewater at Halloween time, and it's kind of like a cauldron. I love it so much, and I've been using it a ton. Now granted, it's not Halloween, but I still love cooking in this. It's light, it's functional, and you can use it on a gas hob and in the oven, which is perfect for me, as we've got a range. So yeah, I'm just gonna brown off my pancetta in this first. And I also put sweets in this. I went to the door on Halloween for the trick-or-treaters. The amount of grown-ups that asked me about this was hilarious, actually. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to get on with browning the pancetta. Then we'll add the onions, add the mince, add the tomatoes, cook it all down. But again, you guys have seen me do this such a ton of time. So cue the music and enjoy. The sauce is bubbling away, and I'll leave that now for about 40 minutes just to let it simmer. Meanwhile, I prepared some courgette. Now I'm going to be having a mixture here of regular fresh pasta, which is 1 nest of pasta, very small one, Tesco's own or Sainsbury's, can't remember, and I basically julienned 1 courgette. I'm going to season this with salt and pepper, lime and garlic, and I'm just going to boil this as you normally would with pasta, which will take about 5 minutes. But I'm going to saute this with the oil from the garlic that I mentioned before, to give it lots of nice flavour, salt and pepper and a squeeze of lime, and it's going to make the most fresh popping pasta substitute. Of course, I still have a bit of pasta. In fact, this is 2 nests. So I'm not going to have 2 nests, I'm going to have the 1 because that is a lot of pasta for me, or courgette / pasta. But yeah, that's how I prepare it, and it's honestly so delicious, and the texture is so similar. Almost forgot one of my favourite components to this courgette, fried sage leaves. Honestly, if you've not fried your sage leaves in olive oil and tried them, I can't even, the amount of flavour it gives and how gorgeous and aromatic everything becomes. So yeah, just added some fresh sage leaves that I'm going to fry first. I could tell you guys how good this smells by itself. It's so aromatic. Anyway, I'm gonna add some bolognese sauce to the top, obviously. And then I'm going to add some cheese. I normally have about 2 or 3 points worth of cheese, like 30 grams, something like that, because I do like cheese on my spaghetti. And I've also just popped in a Tesco's garlic bread flatbread, which we're going to share. So that might be about, like, what, 6 points if I was adding. I'm not 100% sure, guys, but I'm going to add some cheese to this and I'm going to enjoy. But honestly, this courgette is so good, so please do give it a try. Delicious. You can't really beat a spaghetti, can you? A spaghetti bolognese. And honestly, that courgette, you would never know. Like, I love it so much. I know it's a bit faffy, it's a bit more time consuming than just shoving pasta in water, but it's more health conscious and I just love the taste and the texture. So for me, it's a win-win instead of having a ton of pasta, which I always tend to feel bloated. So right now I don't, which is great. Anyway, I am going to have a nightly orange, and I'm also going to go and have a brew with about 4 squares of dairy milk, because that's been my obsession recently. But I'm going to call it a day because I'm very tired and I want to take my makeup off and have a chill. So I hope you've all enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment. I love chatting with you guys in the comments. It's one of my favourite parts of video making, so please say hey. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video.